All right, with peripheral artery disease, that is a hardening or disease process of the arteries and the periphery, the legs, the arms, the hands, the feet. It's inability for them to work as properly as they should because they're occluded, or they're just less space in there for the blood to go through. So therefore you have less blood flow to the extremities. Let's say that underneath the ground there's a pump. We'll call the pump the heart. Okay, we'll call this right here your abdominal aorta, and we'll call this yellow beat up hose right here, we'll call that the arteries going down in your legs. Okay, normally when the heart beats underneath the ground, it goes through, sorry puppy, but it goes through the arteries, the aorta, it goes through the arteries in the leg, okay, and eventually comes out to have this glorious amount of blood getting to the periphery. Okay, this is working normally. This is without any disease process to the arteries. All right, whenever you have atherosclerosis, which is hardening of the arteries and veins, it causes this yellow hose, which would be our artery, to not work as effectively. Okay, so whenever it's occluded or can't flow as properly, it does this number. Okay, let's kink it off. See how much less water, aka blood, is able to flow through and get to the periphery and oxygenate the legs and the hands. Over time, with that decreased amount of blood flow, and then as the disease process progresses, it can eventually be just a little trickle, just like that, getting to the periphery, which causes pain because you don't have enough oxygen to the tissues that the artery can't deliver the blood to. But we can do stents in the legs. We can do different procedures, which causes the increased blood flow back to the arteries. And there you go. Look at that. Look at that. All that glorious blood going back through to the periphery. Look at that oxygenation. Ain't that pretty? Now, this is what happens after you've had surgery or you correct it with diet and exercise. Sometimes you can't with diet and exercise. And stop smoking, because smoking causes this. You don't want this. You want this. That's much prettier and much better. Okay, whenever you cross your legs to that part of the leg that's crossed, it does this. Don't do this. This is bad if you have peripheral artery disease, but for obvious reasons. You decrease the amount of blood flow that gets through the extremities. You decrease the nutrient-rich blood and oxygenation getting to the affected area, therefore making the disease worse. Don't cross your legs. This is a no-no. We don't do this. This is a go-go. We don't cross our legs. And look at this. I can't control this. Yes. Look at that. That glorious blood flow getting to the legs. Love it. That's why you got to stop smoking. Watch your weight. You got to listen to your doctor. Maintain your blood pressure. Take your medicines as prescribed. Live a healthy lifestyle to cut down on the stress, and hopefully you can have a glorious amount of blood flow like this hose has right here. Do you have peripheral artery disease? No, we don't. Sit. Good girl. Do you have peripheral artery disease? No, we don't. Do you know why? Because we don't smoke. We don't eat a bunch of crap. We listen to our doctor, which is daddy. We don't let our blood pressure get too high because we're a dog and we have a good life. We get petted all the time. And we don't cross our legs because we're a dog, and we have 4 of them, and crossing them would be a mess, and we would trip.